The rhetoric has definitely changed. It feels like a jolt to me. I'm not sure about you listening or watching, but farming got cool again. But doesn't it piss you off when the commentary is, oh, but it's business as usual for the farming sector? Well, it's not really. Tangaroa Walker from Farm for Life was on the AM show this morning talking to Duncan Garner about that and joins us now on Sarah's Country. Kia ora, mate.
Kia ora, Sarah. You just interrupt me there. I was about to jump in the shower, mate.
Oh, I can't actually see you, so I'm hoping you're wearing something.
Yeah, I'm definitely wearing something. I'm just about to got my shower cap on and we're ready to go.
Oh, you're such a hoot. They're so good to have you on the first week of Sarah's Country. We talked about this when we were doing a bit of a speaking tour, me and you. And lots has happened since then, of course.
Yep, heaps has happened. I've now got a +1, so I've got my little son to Koinga, and he'll be starting to crack into the old social media game. It's awesome.
Oh, he'll be getting to such a fun stage now.
Yeah, definitely. I'm starting to giggle, and he's probably the only person that laughs at my jokes.
I'm sure there's actually about 90,000 people that follow you on Facebook that actually laugh at your jokes too, Tangaroa. You're just being modest now. Hey, so tell me, how's things looking in Southland on the farm?
Everything's looking beautiful on farm. It's quite sad to speak like this, because obviously aware of what's happening further north, or right up the far north, with the drought and all the rest of it. So, but I mean, mate, it's beautiful spring weather here at the moment. Like, even the gorse is starting to flower again.
Oh goodness, you don't want that.
Yeah, I reckon. There's none of that on my farm though. No.
Goodness no. No, gorse is a good nitrogen. What do you call it?
Fixer.
That's the word. Hey, so Tangaroa, tell us, you're talking this morning to Duncan, and you just wanted to get the point out there that business is not as usual. You know, you're constantly bombarded by every man and his dog trying to sell you everything, coming up your driveway, and it's sort of, you can hear the birds now. It's that quiet. But it also is coming at a really, the interruption that you can't get things fixed. When we heard yesterday from Dana Cunningham in Southland, and he's got things breaking down on his milk plant, can't get things fixed.
Oh, it's because he's rough on gear, though. Yeah, no, it is a bit of a struggle. It's quite an eerie feeling not having anyone drive up the farm, as annoying as they are when they are driving up. Right now, it is pretty lonely out here on farm, and I'm only 20 minutes from town. So for those guys that are living way out in the middle of nowhere, they probably look forward to the local sales rep coming up the farm so we can talk a bit of smack with them.
Yeah, absolutely. What about the sort of type of commentary and feedback and the pulse that you're getting at the moment from people on your page, Farm for Life, about how people are feeling? Are they sort of, one thing I really want to ask you actually though is around the attitude of, ha, you knew that you needed us, we're as farmers, blah, 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 blah. And you said this morning to Duncan, come on guys, we're all in this together, we always have been. And we may have got a bit disconnected, but this is how we're going to come back together.
Absolutely. I'm actually really looking forward to it. It's going to be awesome to work alongside our urban society again, or urban communities. And it's only since 2020, the 2000s, that we sort of created this disconnect with social media and relied on the media to sort of show what farming's all about. And when we rely on that and don't actually have that link back to the farm again, things can be skewed. So it's going to be cool to tell the cool stories again, and everyone's relying on social media so much at this present time that we can tell good stories about what's happening on farm, and cool to see Dairy NZ sort of jumping into that sort of social media platform as well.
Yeah, absolutely. We've got a really cool video coming up later on from Dairy NZ that came out today that actually brought in a tear to my eye. They did a very, very good job of that, eh?
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
It's cool to get all our team on there. So we've got myself, Goody, and Detroit on there this morning. Nice.
What have you, we talk about bridging the rural urban and bringing people together, and you dealing with that interaction all the time on your videos. But when we were, cruising around the country together, what I liked was a lot of the stories of the international people, like families in Mexico with young kids following you, and it just blows your mind.
Yeah, it is. It's a pretty amazing how far-reaching one single post can go, depending on what you're talking about, obviously. But it's really cool that people can be on, subway trains from London, going through London, and they're sort of watching a live video of me carving a cow, and then they look over their shoulder and there's people watching, that they've never met before, and all of a sudden create a bit of a connection there. It's cool.
Yeah. They're like, oh goodness, what's that? Yes. But no, what you've been doing is absolutely huge, and you've got we obviously aspirations to continue to grow what you're doing and teaching people online, and we'll look forward to catching up with you later on in the year as you're unfolding in the education space. But what's some of those, if we're just swinging back now to on farm, behind the farm gate right now, you have been celebrated for the way that you have got an amazing team culture and celebrate how we can have a team culture on farm that's around wellbeing at the forefront. What would be some of your advice to people watching now that they could do to sort of increase staff morale and look after each other even better than they may be doing right now?
Yeah, I think, it's quite easy to get so embedded in what you're doing on farm. Often when you don't get off farm and step back and actually see what the big picture is in life in general, it's easy to get caught up on those small little things that are quite niggly with staff. And, those small little things, us farmers, that we're actually control freaks, a lot of us. We like things done our way and only our way. And if you don't do it that way, it's a little chip on the shoulder, and that's adding to the other 10 that have been brought up this week, so stepping off farm and realizing that there's people dying out there of starvation, there's homeless people around the streets, and you sort of come back to your farm and you're like, oh, my 2IC missed that little spot on the lawn. Frick, is it really that important? So it's just about celebrating how good they are actually doing, opposed to picking out all the little niggly things that we can be quite particular with as bosses.
Hey, just to close, Tangaroa, we have a section on the Farmers Weekly website on the Ceres Country page. We're going to talk to Simon Glennie next from Ericus Bio around the feed situation and feed budgeting, the government putting money into farm consultants to help you with feed budgeting. Dairy farmers are incredible pasture management, at pasture management, sorry. What would be, you've been giving advice and all sorts of things on Farm for Life, but what are some of those really key fundamental tools that you give out on your page just to get right, and then everything else can flow on from there?
Look, I personally think that being prepared, just like anything else, you can't cook a feed unless you've got the groceries that you've thought about and gone and brought. Last thing you want to do is get to your cupboard and look in there and be like, oh shit, what can we cook for dinner tonight? So being really organised with our feed budgets, but as well as that, getting in the experts. I mean, gone are the days where you have to know everything on farm. You don't have to be a know-it-all and know everything. We've got professionals in all different areas, and those people are waiting at the end of their phones for conversations to spark from us. We just need to be proactive with that and get out there and make those phone calls. So, but in saying that, as pasture managers, we have to actually have the grass growing for us to manage it. So unfortunately for those that are further north, they just haven't had the water to make that pasture available for them to manage, and it's been quite difficult with the COVID-19 stepping into the space now, because we've gone through this drought, and you've got partners that have relied on them going off farm and working out in town or at New World pushing trolleys because they've had to make up for the lack of income coming in on farm, and then this COVID-19's hit as well, so now they've lost their jobs in town and are really struggling. So. And now they can't they can't go out for job interviews because you're not allowed to leave the house. So it's very sad, and it's a very tough time at the moment. And a drought coupled with COVID-19, it's going to be bloody challenging.
Thank you so much for taking the time to join us, Tangaroa. We'll get you on in future shows for sure, absolutely, because we want to continue to follow the awesome work that you've got in the pipeline. Tangaroa Walker from Farm for Life joining us there on Ceres Country.
This is Ceres Country.